Good day to each and everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the history, referee hand signals, and skills in basketball. We all know that our country is crazy about basketball. So it is important to study a little bit history and how they invented the sport we love. Now I'm going to discuss about the history of basketball. Basketball was invented by Dr. James Naismith in Springfield, Massachusetts. The year was 1891. During the time na finormally ni Dr. James Smith ang basketball, ay winter season nila. So, nagka-problema ang institution ng YMCA na hindi makakapag-perform ng physical education ang kanilang mga estudyante. So, kinonvince nila si Dr. James Smith na mag-formulate ng isang sport na makakatulong sa kanila na mag-perform ng physical education ang kanilang mga estudyante. Naismith was asked to come up with an indoor game that offered fewer injuries than classic American gridiron football. Gaya ng sinabi ko, nag-formulate si Dr. James Smith ang isang sport na makakatulong sa kanila na makapagpapawis at the same time ay hindi makakapag-cause ng injuries tulad ng American football. He came up with a 9-on-9 game that involved shooting a ball into a beach basket. So bago pa na-create ang basketball ring or basketball goal, una pa nilang ginamit ay isang pitch basket na isang basket na ginagamit nila para magpunta sa market. Under those first rule, a single point was scored for a made basket. January 20, 1892, the first official basketball game was played in the YMCA gymnasium with 9 players on a court just half the size of the National Basketball Association court. During this year, women's basketball began at Smith College with Senda Burleson modified James Naismith rules for women. The year 1900s, basketball was played at about 90 colleges, most of them located at the East and Midwest. So that year, nagsimula na makilala ang sport na basketball and they started it playing in different colleges. 1905, the National Women's Basketball Committee's Executive Committee on Basketball Rules was created by the American Physical Education Association. So these are the years that basketball was introduced to the following countries. 1901, Canada. 1902, Puerto Rico. 1904, Turkey. 1905, Russia, India, and the Philippines. 1906, Cuba. 1907, Italy and Korea. 1908, Poland, Japan, and Sweden. 1911, Peru. The year 1924, the International Women's Sport Federation included a women's basketball competition. So that year, nag-start na nga i-adapt ng mga kababaihan ang sport na basketball. The year 1929, the first women's AAU or Amateur Athletic Union All-American team was chosen. So nag-start na sila mag-form ng American team ng women's basketball dahil nagkakaroon na ng international games noong mga panahon iyon. The year 1930, the first South America's Championships was staged in Montevideo, Uruguay, with the host country winning the title. The year 1932, the International Amateur Basketball Federation, o mas kilala natin sa panahon ngayon na FIBA, was formed. The first International Basketball Conference was held. The year 1935, the first European Championship was played in Geneva, Switzerland. 1936, basketball was played officially in Olympics. So, inadak na rin ito ng Olympics. 1937, the first national championship tournament was organized na tinatawag nila itong National Association of Intercollegiate Athletes. 1946, the Basketball Association of America o mas kilala natin sa panahon ngayon na National Basketball Association was formed. The year 1949, the BAA became the National Basketball Association o NBA. Today, the NBA is the top professional basketball league in the world in terms of popularity, salaries, talent, and level of competition. So from BAA, naging NBA siya. 1950, the first FIBA World Championship for men was held in Argentina. 1976, women's basketball was added to the Olympics. 1989, FIBA dropped the distinction between amateurs and professional players. So dati nagkaroon ng problema ang NBA at ang Olympics, which is ang Olympics ay under ng FIBA rules na hindi daw pwede maglaro ang mga players ng NBA sa Olympics dahil sila ay mga professionals na. So kailangan ang maglalaro sa country or magre-represent ng bawat country ay mga amateurs, which is mga college. 1992, professional players played for the first time in the Olympics. This year, bago magsimula ang 1992 Olympic Games na ginanap sa Spain, nagprotesta ang Team America sa Olympic Committee na payagan maglaro ang mga professional players nila. At di kaluunan, pinayagan din ito ng Olympic Committee. At dahil dito, nabuo ang pinakamalakas at pinakasikat na basketball team sa buong kasaysayan na kung tawagin ay Dream Team na pinapamunuan nila Magic Johnson, Larry Bird at Michael Jordan. The Last Dance. Basketball is a sport played by two teams of 5 players on a rectangular court. A team can score a field goal by shooting the ball through the basket during regular play. Basketball teams generally have players position. Number 1, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. And referee is an official supervising the play. Worldwide, basketball tournaments are held for boys and girls of all age levels. The global popularity of the sport is reflected in the nationalities represented in the NBA. Players from all over the globe can be found in the NBA teams. The all-tournament teams at the two most recent FIBA World Championships held in 2002 in Indianapolis and 2006 in Japan demonstrate the globalization of the game equally dramatically. A person who is in charge of a sport and who makes certain that the rules are followed. That's why basketball referees use hands signals to indicate certain foul or violations. Understanding these hand signals can also help spectators understand what's going on during the game. There are a lot of different signals that basketball referees use in the game. It can get be confusing. These are the list of different basketball referee hand signals and what they mean. Time management signals. These officiating basketball hand signals are used to communicate between the referee and the timekeeper in order to notify starting and stopping of the clock. So, importante na magkaroon ng communication ang referee at ang mga timekeeper para malaman nila kung kailan i-start o i-stop ang oras. Stop clock. To stop the clock at any point in the game, the referee will raise one hand straight overhead with his palm facing out and fingertips pointed. Start clock. Beginning one hand raised above head. The start of the clock is indicated by dropping the raised hand directly towards the floor. Full timeout. When an official wishes to signal for a full timeout, it is indicated by two arms spread to the sides, forming a T shape. 30-second timeout. To indicate a 30-second timeout has been called by one of the teams. The official will take both hands and place them on top of his shoulders with his elbows out. Jump ball. When both players have control over the ball at the same time, it is indicated by both thumbs pointing upwards with arms extended. Substitution. If a substitute player wishes to enter the game, it is indicated by having one hand facing the timekeeper raised in a stop manner, and the other hand waving the substitute player into the game. So these are the following basketball foul signals. When a player commits a personal foul, the referee will give a specific signal to indicate the type of foul and which player has committed the foul. Player control foul. Charge occurs when the offensive player initiates major contact with the defensive player once the defender has established legal guarding position. As a result of the foul, the offensive team loses possession and the offending player is charged with a personal foul. One hand on the back of the head and the other pointing in the opposite direction of the play indicates a charge call has been made. Blocking. A blocking foul is called when one player uses their body to prevent the movement of another player. This is often called when the defensive player is trying to draw a charge but does not have their feet set or initiates the contact. If a defensive player commits a blocking foul, the official will have both hands in fists, touching his hips and his elbows in tight against his body.
Good day everyone, I'm here to show you some basketball violation hand signals ng mga referee. Violations na nakukumit ng mga players o yung team na may hawak ng bola. So, let's start. First is the traveling. If the player commits traveling, the official or the referee will signal by placing both of his hands parang ganito in his front and then move them in circle. Ganyan. Ganyan yung hand signal ng referee if the player commits traveling. Next is the 3-second violation. So, yung hand signal naman ng 3-second violation is by having 3 fingers raised, ganyan, and then the hand makes a swing motion back and forth at the side, ganyan. Ganyan yung hand signal ng 3-second violation. Next is 5-second closely guarded violation. Nangyayari itong violation na to sa inbound play, na kapag yung player is hindi niya naipasa yung bola sa kanyang kasama within that time, sa 5 seconds na yan, is matatawagan na ng 5-second violation. In order to signal a 5-second violation, the official will have 5 fingers raised with arm extended upward. Kaya itataas, 5 seconds violation. Ganyan yung hand signal ng 5 seconds violation. Next is the double dribble. So yung hand signal naman ng double dribble is ganun, yung dalawa niyang kamay is in front, palm down, and then up down, parang nagdi-dribble din lang. Ganyan yung hand signal ng double dribble violation. Next, kicking the ball o kick ball. Kapag yung player na sipa yung bola, i-raise nung referee yung kanyang paa and then ituturo niya. Ganyan yung hand signal ng kicking the ball.
So, let's continue our discussion at dumako na tayo sa basketball skills. So, basketball skills guys, ay meron tayong dalawa. Offensive and defensive skills. So, ngayon, punta na tayo sa offensive skills. Offensive skills ay meron siyang shooting, launching the ball towards the basket in arcing motion with purpose of its going in and scoring points. So, shooting, ito yung pinaka-familiar at madalas nyo makita sa mga naglalaro ng basketball. So, ito rin yung isa sa importante na kasama sa laro dahil ito yung magbibigay sa inyo ng points, ang shooting. Next is passing. When one player throws the ball to another player with the purpose of setting up a play or taking a shot. So, passing. Siguro alam naman na natin ito, diba? Yung pagpasa ng bola sa kasama natin. Bakit nga ba kailangan pumasa? So, number 1 is para magkaroon tayo ng play at magkakaroon tayo ng magandang offensive sa kalaban natin. Kasi minsan kapag nag-stay lang yung bola sa isang tao is madali siyang guardiahan ng mga defensive players. So kailangan niya ipasa para malito din sila at makagawa ng open shots. Next is offensive rebounding. When the team that just shot the ball misses and then recaptures the ball again. So offensive rebounding, example nito is kunwari ako yung offensive player and then sinat ko yung bola. Ngayon pag hindi siya pumasok, nakuha pa rin ng teammate ko at an offensive player at na-rebound niya is yun yung tinatawag natin offensive rebounding. And next one is dribbling. The art of bouncing the ball up and down of the floor with one hand in order to advance the ball up to the court. So dribbling, ito yung ginagawa nating basketball skills. So sabi natin ito yung pinaka-basic talaga na dapat matutunan ng isang player kasi sa dribbling dito nag-umpisa lahat ng galaw, kagaya ng pag-crossover, ganun, yung legs. So ang daming klase ng dribbling guys. So sabi dito, in order to advance the ball up the court. So kapag naglalaro ka ng basketball at full court, ito yung ginagawa natin para maitawid yung bola, para pagawin yung bola. And sinabi ko kanina, dribbling is dito nag-umpisa lahat ng galaw. And next is defensive skills. Blocking. The block is another spectacular drug strategy. It occurs when the offensive player shoots and the defender swats the ball away. So blocking is ito yung pag-supalpal ng bola sa kamay ng offensive player. Kunwari, nag-attempt siya ng jump shot, then sinabayan mo, nakuha mo yung bola. Ito yung tinatawag na blocking. It's same sa layup naman. Kapag nag-layup yung offensive player and natapalan mo, yun natawag natin sa blocking. Next is stealing. We steal or taking the ball away from opposite players to gain possession for your own team. So stealing is a kind of defense na kailangan mo talaga ng timing. Dahil ang stealing is madalas yan sa nakukuha sa pasa ng kalaban nyo or sa ball handler mismo. So sa ball handler naman, pag mag-steal is kailangan mo ng matinding timing sa mga galaw niya upang makuha yung bola sa kanya. And the next is lateral defense. It's an ability by blocking the offensive player and going somewhere he wants. So, maaaring itong defensive skills na to ay bago sa inyo, guys. So, ang ibig sabihin ng natural defense is moving sideways or side by side towards the offensive player. So, for example, is yung offensive player nag-dribble siya, no? And then, gusto niya pumunta sa kanan. So, ito susundan mo siya dun sa may kanan para pigilan siya dun sa gagawin niyang move niya. Next is defensive rebounding. So, kagaya lang ito ng offensive rebounding. Ang kaibahan nga lang is pag defensive rebounding, as a defensive player, ikaw yung makakakuha ng rebound dun sa tira na hindi pumasok ng kalaban nyo. So, yun lang yung discussion ko, guys. Sana natutunan kayo at na may pilang yung time.
So, may topic na napunta po sa akin is yung app. So, I have an app. This is the Dribbling Basketball app. Dribbling Basketball is the app focused on helping basketball players to improve their ball handles. Here you will find complete dribbling routines program with a lot of ball handling exercise for all kinds of basketball. This app is helping the students or the players to improve their basketball skills. So, this app contains the following modules. First, the basketball dribbling drills. So, makikita natin dito sa app na ito yung mga proper dribbling drills na kinakailangan para ma-improve natin yung basketball drills na kinakailangan ng players natin. Next is a basketball dribbling moves. So, dito sa akin ito makikita din natin kung ano nga ba yung moves na kailangan pag ikaw ay dribble ng basketball, ng ball, sorry. So, next, basketball ball handling workout. So, makikita din natin dito yung proper handling or yung paghawak ng bola pag ikaw ay nag-dribble. So, magbibigay ako ng isang hindi pwede pag sa basketball. Ito yung mag-release ka ng bola or yung mag-dribble ka. So, pag mag-dribble ka, hindi mo pwedeng saluhin yung bola kasi it is a violation. Next is basketball tackling drills. Yun. Next is basketball dribbling tips. So, makikita din natin sa app na ito yung different tips or techniques na kinakailangan ng isang players to improve their dribbling skills. So next, playing basketball is of course, pag ikaw ay isang professional players or athlete player ng basketball, pag gagamitin mo itong app na ito is napaka-easy or madali na lang para sa'yo na gawin yung mga dribbling workout or routines na meron dito sa app na ito. And of course, this app is contained or a part of a group of sport training apps na kinakailangan. Kasama niya rin dito yung sports na football, basketball, running, and indoor soccer and handball training. Of course, dito sa natin sa dribbling basketball, hindi lang siya nag-focus sa word na basketball. Makikita rin natin dito yung different drills and dribbling sa paglalaro ng different sport like football, running, and indoor soccer. So, para mas lalo natin maintindihan, I'll flash some videos I have downloaded in Google App Store. So, yun. So, ayun, napagod na natin yung app na dribbling basketball. So, next is youth basketball drills. Youth basketball drills, you will find a lot of free videos that help you perform good basketball drills. With our free videos, you will help your pupils to improve their study skills to become excellent basketball players. So, dito sa akin ito makikita din natin kung ano yung mga pwede makatulong or makakatulong sa mga coaches to improve the excellency of their players. So let's tackle the set different section. First is basic rules of basketball. So makikita din natin dito sa app na ito yung different basic basic and rules in playing basketball. So next is the ball handling skills to improve your basketball personal abilities. Makikita din natin dito yung tama at maling gawa or mga katulong sa coaches kung paano nila matuturo na maayos yung ball handling skills sa kanilang mga players. So next is shooting drills. So of course, hindi mo matutawag ang larong basketball pag wala ang shooting drills. And of course, hindi ka makaka-score sa larong basketball kung hindi mo aralin or hindi mo pag-aaralan yung proper shooting, and of course, hindi mo rin matutunan makashoot pag hindi mo alam tumansya kung paano mag-shoot. Diba? Tama? So next is defensive and offensive drills, different attacks and defense, zone motion, offense, and offense play. Of course, makikita din natin dito yung different defense and offense plays. Offense play na tinuturo ng mga coaches sa kanilang mga players. And of course, different motion kung paano sila maka-diretsyo at maka-shoot, maka-puntos para manalo sa game. Next is, of course, makikita din natin dito yung defensive and offensive skills ng isang players mo, kung gaano ba kalawak yung kaalaman niya pagdating sa defense and offensive drills sa paglalaro ng basketball. So, in all motion, a section that's intended to give coaches more graphic and visual tools to prepare good, funny drills, skills, coaching tips. Dito sa update ko, sabi ko nga kanina, itong update is nakakatulong siya sa mga coaches para magkaroon sila ng idea kung paano ba i-improve na mas lalo yung players nila sa paglalaro ng basketball. To do the funny drills skills in shooting, defensive and offensive plays, ball handling skills, and of course, makikita din natin sa update ko yung coaching tips, yung kumbaga parang kung sa volleyball, sa larong volleyball is meron yung volleyball IQ na tinatawag. Dito naman sa basketball, meron din naman yung tinatawag ng basketball IQ. Kung gaano ka kagaling maglaro or gaano ka kadiskarte sa paglalaro ng basketball. So,